What is this now? Georgetown?
This is a piece of raw Georgetown flint out of Texas. It gives you, it's kind of chalky. You can see what it does to your hands.
Yeah.
True flint occurs in chalk, and it's more than 90% quartz, but the rest is pretty much chert because it's less than 90% quartz. So that's how you differentiate. I mean, it takes a geologist to figure that out. But I'm going to see if we can make this chunk into a clovis point. Yeah, pretty mighty task to take on today. So
Cool.
we'll give it a shot, see how it goes here. It's going to take heavy tools. This is pretty
See what? Oh, that's
waxy, isn't it?
that's waxy inside all that.
Yeah.
Huh?
So let's see what we can do with it.
Now, where did you get your little pad that you hold in your hand?
I make those. I sew a couple pieces of leather together, and they last quite a while.
Oh, I would think. Yeah.
This is blacksmith's leather, so it's oiled leather, and it really works good because it's pliable, flexible.
Yeah.
It's tough. Nice stuff.
Yeah.
Let me see it.
Real smooth and waxy feeling.
Pretty material.
Yeah, I got this from a fellow who came to our show last year from
Got
Texas.
that Gore-Tex.
Yeah,
Like,
that's some pretty
it's
good
amazing
Gore-Tex
how they
there.
spin that up and put it in a pair of boots and gloves and coats, isn't it?
That's what Flintsball told me.
I know.
He says this is Gore-Tex. A lot of Gore-Tex on this one.
It's got Gore-Tex all over it.
Yeah. Job's gonna be get the Gore-Tex off.
Well, I'm sitting here in the man cave watching the master napper.
Genuine
work.
caveman.
I can see where that would cut you wide open.
Well, that's going to be a beautiful piece inside
Yeah,
there.
look at that. You can see the
It's got
outside
a
and then
bullseye in it.
yeah, it's gonna be looking pretty. So keep trimming here. I might be able to take something off the tail here. Yeah, that's a good one.
I'll shut this off and come back in a few minutes when it's getting a little better here. Document it real well. Well,
Okay,
it's been about 5 minutes, and he has this thing worked down.
We got a pail full of flakes there. Anybody need flakes?
That's cool.
They're all flat, thin chips.
See the blood identification
DNA markers.
for the blood
Yeah.
types.
So more thinning is required, but shape is coming.
The Paleo Meister's going for the Clovis.
Biting off a big challenge here. So we'll take a shot here on the end because it's humpy. See if we can get the. See, that's kind of like a flute in a way. Let's see. That was a percussion flute. That's just basal thinning at this point to balance it. Okay. Stay with this big billet longer, as long as it keeps removing the flakes I need.
Too cool.
Normal day in the man cave. So we're getting a little bit of a pattern here. That develops, and what that does is it makes it easier for future removals if we can flatten it out. I don't want it totally flat. I want a little lenticular shape to it because I need to run a channel flake up through here. If it's too flat, it'll just dive in and run short. But such waxy feeling material. Tool already.
Very cool.
Yep, we hope it'll hang together. Get that preform made. haven't done much work on this one side here, but this side has come good, so I could probably get away from this and get working on this side.
We'll come back in a minute. and
He's
check
really
on it.
soft, Sandy.
He's kind of timid.
Look at that.
I'm
That's
just
your
as
true
timid, huh?
paleo
You
flake
can
in there
sense
on
it,
that.
can't
You know. That's awesome.
Got to get it down, you know, in the shape before we can run any channel flakes. Get the lenticular curved surface. That's why you flake from both sides. In the early stages of percussion, you try to flatten it out to take it down, and then you try to get the lenticular shape back into it.
I guess it dries the skin out. When I
So if it's got like that ridge, that's what
onions
the,
and carrots and
the
celery.
flake
Channel flake will run right up through that ridge. That'll hold it there.
but
If there's any
he's
dips
just
or bumps,
timid.
it'll push that flake
Your
one way or the
back,
other,
you
or stop it entirely.
cool.
Yeah.
Getting ready to make the fluting nipple or for the channel flake. I think I'll do this side first.
That's shaping right up.
Yeah, it's a little heavier than I like them a lot of times, but I think I'm gonna go with it. See what happens.
Cool.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna use your restroom if you don't mind.
You can help yourself. I don't think it's occupied.
Here's the restroom. That's where you go in the man cave, right there. And when you're done, you gotta. Isn't that cool? That's too cool.
Boys don't grow up.
They never do. They just get old bodies.
Yeah, they just.
That's how they get.
Look at all these goodies. Ooh. Setting up for the fluting of it.
Got to bevel this entire end steeply. This is the key to success, is to get this right.
Cool. I can see how you're doing that and why you're doing it
Yeah,
too.
and that's raising up that edge all the way to the surface here. So
That's
just do
neat.
a little more beveling here. I might sharpen the tip of my flaker just a little bit more, just so I can grab it just a little better. A lot of people hate this sound, but
There's Mrs. Snyder Point Man. There's Mrs. Paleo Man 52. They're both named Sandy.
that's right.
Imagine that.
How coincidental. Okay. I'm just going to put a couple guide flakes in this now. Show you how to do that. Just try to get that bevel right there.
Mhm.
And just get a little abrasion on it.
We do it.
Hope she'll flute.
Now, why are you shimming that up like that?
I want to get it just perfect, so when I start to pull the lever, it'll build pressure. This feels better.
You got bugs all over you.
I don't care.
It's buggy.
Okay. We'll hold that right tight against there.
Cool.
This is part of it too. Here. Might be another piece. Oh, where that went.
I think it shot over that way.
Yeah, it just kind of exploded. That's a little crooked, because see, it was a little thicker there. This was the bad side, what I would consider the B side. But it did get a flute. So if all goes well, we'll get a better flute up through here. But that's acceptable.
Oh yeah.
So there's the first flute. Set up the second one now.
Cool.
That took a lot of pressure to get that. Okay, let's try
So
this
this
now.
is our baby. Now be still. Be still. Be still.
Sounded
I
good.
took it right off the tip.
Oh.
There's the tip. Go we did here.
Oh. That sucks.
Oh, I'll just reprofile it. Yep. That's a heck of a flute right there.
Oh yeah.
Look at how wide that ran, and it ran a lot straighter than this one tended to run.
Hey.
But I'll
Be
reshape
still.
this.
Be still. Hey.
Oh yeah. You'll make it.
Yep. But there's the tip.
Be still.
What happened was there was so much pressure that it would have fluted further if this was a longer point. That little fluting nipple was so strong that it would have just gone another inch or two. So
Yeah.
what it does is it runs out, it'll bend, and it'll just take the tip, it'll dive right off. Well, let's finish this one up.
That's cool.
Here's the channel flake. Look at how wide it is.
It's a nice flute. I want to propose a toast. Jonesy,
Here, Jonesy.
this one's for you.
Cheers.
I'm going to open this in the official man cave opener. And they drop in the cheese grater catcher.
Patented, it's the one and only.
Here's to Jonesy
Jonesy, my brother.
on Memorial Day.
And Cabelli's koozie holder.
There you go.
Hey, thanks
cool.
for serving our country, Jonesy.
Yes, sir, Jonesy. This is for you, my friend.